What's up, Central Valley? I'm your host, Manny Gomez, and I'd like to formally introduce everyone to our show taking place in what I like to call the Fishbowl. Here, we're going to be keeping up with some of the latest movies, TV series, and even some of your local events.
Many months later.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to a very special episode of Your Entertainment Escape. As always, I am your host, Manny Gomez, and you might be asking yourself, what makes this episode so special? You're always talking about this is a special episode. This is a good one. This is an exciting one. I mean, all of them to me mean so much to me because I'm presenting things that I enjoy, presenting things that I love, that I want to share with you guys, that I would hope that you guys can enjoy the same way I do. And I think that's the whole point of the show. It's always to try and keep it positive. I don't know if you've noticed this, but very, very rarely do we try to cover things in a negative view because, I mean, there's just so much of that already in the world. Why add to it? I mean, I am here to try to provide you an entertainment escape for you to, for at least a few minutes, forget about your troubles, or even if you don't have as many troubles, just immerse yourself in some sort of activity to make your day, your week a little bit better. Now, as for why episode 67 is so special, is because it marks the 1-year anniversary of Your Entertainment Escape. Now, we didn't start as Your Entertainment Escape. We started as What's Up, Central Valley. It was an experiment. I mean, we also had just launched the app. This show also launched the same day as KC24 CBS 47 Plus, which is the platform where we've been able to grow this show. And now where we are now is really amazing. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But it's just so fantastic to see what we've been able to accomplish because, I mean, this is almost a personal blog in a sense because, like I said, what I'm showing you are things I'm experiencing and I'm enjoying, and I would think that you would too. One of my managers once told me, as far as how I pick stories and how I present stories, it's like, well, do you care about it? And the answer is yes. Then other people will care about it too, and that's what I hope that we're doing, at least a little bit, because there's. Sometimes with so much going on, it's tough to catch everything. And sometimes you just need another opinion. Now, heck, my opinion is as valid as you want to make it. Honestly, if you want to just take it and be like, this guy is insane, he doesn't know what he's talking about, that's totally cool. I feel the same way about a lot of critics on Rotten Tomatoes. And it is what it is. I'm still going to go watch movies and enjoy them. I'm still not going to enjoy some movies that they say are fantastic, and so on and so on. But that's nothing here nor there. I mean, looking back, you saw in the opening montage that I had that opening clip of me, episode 1. I remember how terrified I was to film that, just because my show was one of the pilots for the app, and it was also kind of the guinea pig and the format that other shows were going to use, because the way I shot my show, it actually inspired of other people to want to try and do their own shows. It just, I had a lot of fun with it. I used as many elements as I could, and in the end, it was great. It was great, but there was a little bit of pressure. I will tell you that. I will also say that I had everything scripted, and boy, was that a chore. And you can also tell because it's like I'm reading off of something, and I'm like da 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 da, and I threw that out the window fairly quickly, just because A, I don't have time for it, and B, I want it to be more of a natural voice. And I mean, if I mumble a bit, if I a bit, that's just the way I naturally, not really, I don't really naturally but it's just part of it. And I do catch myself on editing. It's like, oh my God, man, you're so cringe sometimes. And I mean, most of the time I feel like I probably am. I probably should get couple of notes from my daughter when it comes to that. But I mean, it's just so exciting because I enjoy what I do with that hashtag show so much. And I want to be able to do what I do that for our station, for this app, and for myself, really, because this entire journey, believe it or not, this entire journey of me trying to be an entertainment journalist started from the selfish wish of wanting to get free comic books. And with one of my close friends, Jace Milan, we were able to do that. We started with, you can check it out now, the Comic Source podcast, which he's still running and doing an amazing job. And we were able to interview a lot of people from DC, Image, Dark Horse, Aftershock, Valiant. I mean, just on and on and on of different creators. Top Cow was our bread and butter because we had a podcast called the Top Cow Chronology Project where we went back and looked at kind of obscure comic books. And then from that grew into me going over to Latino Review Media, where I was doing a lot of press releases, doing a lot of web. That turned into interviews. That turned into one of the editor-in-chiefs of the site. And then eventually me leaving when I actually joined KC24 CBS 47 as a photographer, and also joining Muse TV because it was a place for me to do a little bit more videos, to do a little bit more of this in particular. And so I thought it was the right time to move. That didn't work out as well, but luckily I had made friends with one of my good friends to this day, Junior Felix, who was very welcoming when it came to bringing me on to that hashtag show. And I am still there to this day. I'm very grateful for everything he's done for me. And I mean, here I am. I'm actually wearing the shirt kind of in honor of them because it's because of them that I have access to a lot of the publicists that I do, and they allow me to share the interviews. A lot of the same things with St. Dennis, it's through them. If you saw the interview I did with Tony Hale for Sketch, which was a dream come true because of the fact that it was done on a set at Comic-Con. I mean, that's one of my dreams, and I got to realize it. Anywho, with all that, I had the framework for this show. Here we are. And we started with, of course, I think I had David Ayer on for what was that movie called with Jason Statham? Not the Workman, the Handyman, the something. He probably has movies with those names anyway. And then Rhett Rodriguez, of course, joined me on for a couple episodes. Juanita Dama joined me to talk horror. Mario Lopez joined me to talk WrestleMania and things like that. So I had a lot of support early on. But I mean, we just got a lot busier, and I don't really have as many co-hosts as I would like to. I would like to have another voice on here. It's just a matter of really getting that time right. But you never know. We're growing. We're partnering with other folks this year as well, just because I just love to network. I love to meet new people. I love to hear different voices. So we will be working with a lot of other brands, a lot of different sites also, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, it's just, it was exciting for me when I finally found Your Entertainment Escape, just because it felt a lot more what I wanted to do, because it wasn't necessarily, the funny thing is, I went to Your Entertainment Escape because I felt like it was a lot more broad. It was broader than just Your Central Valley. And now my focus has been so much more on doing things in the Central Valley, just because I think it's very special to highlight them. We did Disney on Ice when they came. We did the Paranormal Cirque just a few weeks ago. Jurassic Park, Illuminature. We'll be working with the Fresno Grizzlies, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks when they come, AEW when they just came a few weeks ago. I mean, just a treasure trove of things to do here in the Valley. We're gonna be working with the drive-in and the Movies Madera. We have a giveaway coming up very soon. So it's funny because now that I am Your Entertainment Escape, I'm doing so much more things here in the Valley, which I love and adore. And so it's really been a good time. It's just that I've been there, done that. We've done the LA thing. We go to Fright Fest every year, and we're gonna hopefully be able to do that again. We do Universal. Grinch was one of my favorite places to be at during Christmas, and so on and so on and so on. But I also want to make sure that we're getting everything we need to take care of here in the Valley, because we have so many great opportunities here, so many great people, and we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep growing it, and it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be great, and it's been exciting because I think just the fact that I've been able to keep it going, and wanting to do more and more. I've been able to work with more people. Marco Rosas is one of them. Phoenix is another one, who have very, very graciously donated their time to be behind the camera, and in some cases edit my footage and really make for some amazing, not only stories here on the app, but also on broadcast and so on. And it just makes it more exciting. It makes it a lot more polished, and I feel like the better I can provide for you guys, the better I feel also, because I think that now that we're in so deep, I feel like we need to improve little by little by little, which we have. We now have a Instagram that we use very regularly. We have an X, which we use pretty regularly, and then my regular social medias, which you see there on the bottom of your screen, that usually generate the most traffic, and most people know me from anyway. But yeah, we also have a YouTube page. Our YouTube page is great, actually. A lot of the things that you see on the app, as long as they're not like trailers and things like that, if it's original content, it goes straight onto YouTube, because I want you guys to check it out if you guys don't have the app, because I know that for now it's still on just TV, the CTV or whatever it's called. So you have to download the app through Roku, Amazon, I think, and Apple. So it's very limited as far as like where you can get it. But at the same time, that's what social media is for. That's what YouTube's for. So I format them a little bit differently. So like, for example, the Six Flags Fright Fest one, we changed it up just a bit, so that if there's any like music that's licensed, we take it out. Anything that can be flagged, we take it out of the episodes. So with that said, also, just pause for a second, and just a big thank you to also someone else who's been my photographer for a longer time, and also my partner in crime and in life, is my beautiful wife, Brittany, who has donated so much of our time in order for me to make this happen. It would not happen without her. So thank you. I love you. And it means the world to me that I get to do this, and that I have your support. And of course, also my daughter, Emma, who, again, she also has to give up some of her time in order for me to get this done. She's been able to go on some really fun trips with me. We went to the Warner Brothers Studios lot. We did the what else did we do? Universal, their summer thing that they do, and of course Grinchmas. We did Grinchmas, and that was so great. That was fantastic. So thank you to her. I love you too, as well. And yeah, it's just a really, really cool moment to kind of reminisce, because we have, again, we started. It was actually April 1st that we started. And at that moment, I didn't even get to watch my first show on TV, because I was at CinemaCon. I was actually coming out of the Caesar's Palace. We had a party that night for Fandango, and Compact, our engineer, sent me a photo. It's like, hey, your show's on right now, and that was it. That's how I got to enjoy it. So with that said, just also keep in touch, because we have so much stuff coming from CinemaCon. It's super, super exciting. Now, I did want to chat with you guys about five of some of my favorite moments. I have a lot more than these, but if I had to narrow them down to these five, here is what I got. So my top 5 moments of year 1 of your entertainment escape. Here we go. Starting with number 5 is Comic-Con International. In this case, it's a 2025 edition, which was part of our show. And just big thanks as always to that hashtag show for being part of the team, allowing me to be part of that press suite, which was a dream come true. Big shout outs to Kevin, who with Phoenix Nest, who graciously put me under his badge name and really allowed me to venture out and do whatever I wanted. With our bigger team, it's divided very depending on your skill set. Thankfully with Kevin, because it's a smaller team, I really got the reign to do whatever I wanted. And then not to mention also just mentioning that I'm with CBS 47 KC24. I got to do a bunch of stuff. Not that I've never actually had nothing to do. It's always been insane. But the activations are things that you get to do outdoors, even if you don't have a badge, which is cool. We got to highlight some of those during the show. And here's a couple of them. Here's one or two of them. I don't know if we're going to have time for both.
Looks like something went wrong. Nobody's here. And we've seen a lot of these jars empty. Not to mention, if we look out here, there's also a crash. So let's go investigate.
Coming in at number 4 is Fright Fest at Magic Mountain. It's becoming one of my favorite events to go every year. I'll be honest with you, I'm a big chicken when it comes to haunted houses, but I have been able to slowly get over that. And I think that this year at Fright Fest was the first year that I was really able to have a lot more fun than being as anxiously scared. I still haven't worked my way up to Universal, but maybe this year, I'm not sure. I think I might actually have to experience it in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, so we got to go with a couple of friends of mine, CJ and Jessica, and my wife, of course, because she loves going to this event. What makes this really special is the fact that you have all these haunted houses, but you could also ride the roller coaster still at night. I mean, and the food is great too, and it's just besides the hills that they have over there in Valencia, everything else is a-okay. So what I wanted to share from this trip is the biggest scare I had of the night that happened at the Conjuring house. For context, I went through a screen and I jumped but it wasn't an actor, it was a worker who was just there, make sure we were on the right path. And I just, there was the sense of relief I got, and I turned and the scare actor was right in my face, and boy howdy did I jump and curse. And so I have the version from my camera, and then I also have the version from my wife's camera who was ahead, so you get to see my reaction coming out of there. It was a good time. Check it out.
Whoa! I just a Parker. Whoa! Oh!
boy, howdy, did they get me good that time. That Conjuring house is never no joke at Fright Fest. Honestly, the original houses I find are just a bit better than the franchise ones. I'm not sure why, but I think they're able to just do kind of a little bit whatever they want versus the other ones. Anyway, that's besides the point. At number 4, we have Jurassic Park, which just happened very, very recently, and it's open now if you want to go check it out at the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. I had such a great time with Phoenix and KC24 forecaster, Ruben Contreras, and also the host of Local Bites. I mean, really just the most I've been able to let my hair down in an episode and just kind of be wacky and kooky. Big shout out to Gia over at the Fresno Chaffee Zoo for putting up with us. We were so nervous that she was just going to be up to here with us as far as like how wacky we got. But we wanted to present it in a different way. We wanted to show you that there was different ways to have fun at the park. Everything we did was really safe. We weren't like running in the exhibits or anything like that. It was, as you saw, it was really, really tame, but also it was a really good time. So, I mean, I would just show, it's the last episode. If you want to watch the whole thing, go watch the last episode. It's edited also by Phoenix. It's fantastic. But here's a clip from it. And that's all I got to say about it for now.
Okay, so this is one of our spotlights because in Jurassic Park, everyone's favorite dinosaurs, and especially now with Jurassic World with Blue, you have a concept of what velociraptors look like. Now, if you remember the little chubby kid, the little bully in the first movie, he said that they may remind you of a 6-foot turkey. Well, here's what science says a velociraptor actually look like. If we're quiet enough, we can watch them practice their version of karate.
What?
Shh, come on.
Coming in at number 2, I'm going to call this one the one that started it all. The Jurassic Park would not be possible without the episode we did for Fresno Fright Nights. Fresno Fright Nights was gracious enough to let us go inside their haunted house and have me participate as a scare actor. They were so great as far as being hospitable and just giving me just red carpet treatment. It was so amazing. Marco Rosas came with me and shot this whole thing from 5 p.m. to almost midnight. It was insane. We had such a great time, but this was the first, I think, episode where we really felt like, okay, we have something here that we can do locally that's a little bit different. Let's put Manny in a bunch of different situations that'll be kind of funny and awkward and just kind of play with that. And so I think that the Jurassic Park episode doesn't happen without us first doing the Fresno Fright Nights episode. What makes it even more incredible, I had just got off a 5-hour flight from New York. I was at New York Comic Con. And so I got off the flight at 2, went home in Madera, and then went back to Fresno at 4 to pick up Marco, and we were doing the shoot by 5 and stayed through the whole thing through 11. So here's a clip from that. That was it's one of my favorite stories. They are so excited to have me back this year. They've actually already reached out, and hell yeah, we're going to do it. Check it out.
We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get loud. So, let's get going.
After a while, I was moved to a different scare area where I would be more interactive with the crowd and also give me the opportunity to spread my wings and try different things and really take this role very seriously.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe, and this is Dirty Jobs.
Time to scare.
The bodies are piling up! They burn! Bodies! We have to burn the bodies! The bodies! They all need to burn! You're all infected! Are you infected? Move it!
And at number 1, this one is really close to my heart, and it's going to be Universal Studios Grinchmas. For the biggest reason is that it was with my daughter, Emma, she did an interview with Cindy Lou Who. It was our 50th episode also. It's also the night that we got to screen Five Nights at Freddy 2, which is one of her favorite franchises. So to have that day with her was so special. I did get super sick after that. I mean, on and off and on and off. It was horrible. But the episode itself, fantastic. I got to interview the Grinch. I was so grateful that Universal let us go in early so we can, as the media, really enjoy that and interact with the characters, really be able to put together a really fantastic product for you guys. But like I said, the biggest thing for me was really watching my daughter just have an amazing time. So here's an interview with Cindy Lou Who that she had. The story is such a classic. We wanted to learn more about Cindy, so Emma stepped up. And we got some answers in her very first interview with Your Entertainment Escape.
So I have a couple questions for you, starting with, what is your favorite Christmas treat?
Snickerdoodle cookies.
And then I also have another follow-up question. We know you have story time here. What can we expect from that?
Well, you can expect to hear about how Mr. Grinch went from the mean old grumpy self to a very happy, loving, caring best friend whose heart grew 3 sizes.
Okay, and I have another question.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing about the Christmas holiday?
I think my favorite part is being together with everyone here in Whoville and singing Fahu Forays around the tree. It's just so special when everybody gets to come together.
Okay. How do you feel about the Grinch's transformation and him becoming more sincere?
Well, he doesn't like to show that side that often, and he might come off grumpy when you meet him here, but he's actually a big old teddy bear. Don't let him know I told you that.
Okay, well, we'll be sure to do that. Thank you so much, Cindy.
Of course, thank you.
I am such a proud papa. All right, there you go. Those are my top 5 moments from our first year over at KC24 CBS 47 Plus. We started off as What's Up Central Valley, and we've ended up as Your Entertainment Escape. It's been a blast. Thank you for everyone who's made this possible. We talked about them in the beginning. My wife, my daughter, Marco Rosas, Phoenix, everyone who came on, and then of course everyone over at the Hashtag Show for allowing me the opportunity to use the content also on my show and share with you guys so that we can get a greater understanding of what's coming up in TV, movies, and pop culture, and everyone in the community who supported me and who has allowed me to venture into their yards, whether it's Fresno Fright Nights, whether it's Fresno Chaffee Zoo, Fresno Grizzlies, and so on. I'm beyond grateful. I'm having a great time, and I hope you guys are having a great time watching me put this together. We're going to get to 100 at some point this year. Thank you so much. We have CinemaCon coming up. We have Hot Wheels Monster Trucks coming up. We have some things coming up also with the Hauntmare Expo. Comic-Con's going to be right around the corner. We're going to stay busy. We're going to have fun. Thank you so much again. With Your Entertainment Escape, I am Manny Gomez.